You want this song? Because I'm not quite 6 yet.
Okay, that's fine. Peace, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk with Kesha. Yes, finally, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Finally, here it is. Tonight's guest is going to be Raven Paris. It's going to be a great show. Just sit tight, listen to some music. I really dig your company.
Thank you.
Your smile, your mentality. Lord, I didn't do live to sing, so that's not what this is about. Baby, I feel free. I have on my Hug Dealer shirt today. Peace to Val and everybody that's up and down the North Avenue corridor from Hilton to Milton. I hope you guys are really just out there representing us. I hope everyone comes in peace. You spreading love out there. Matter of fact, give me a call and let me know how things are going. I don't even have the number here anymore. Is it 240? Here we go. 240-324-9069. Give me a call. Let me know what's going on out there on North Avenue. Happy birthday, Chevelle. Hey, Niecy. A supreme, you mean you're humble, man. I know you're feeling. I can feel everything that you bring. Around the park, we're gonna go live right after this song. Jilly's getting me in the mood. Yeah, woosah. Along with some water. I hope you're staying hydrated. You guys drinking water?
No, I don't.
Would you like some water?
I'm about to.
Guess what I did? I got water from my engineer.
Oh,
And
nice
it's cold, yes.
It's nice and chill.
You tell everybody I know how to take care of people.
Antoine, I quit. Oh, wait, I'm not.
Not yet. Wait a minute.
I can't
You
quit.
can quit. We working so you can quit. Yes. Conversation, verbalization, stimulation.
You know when you're ready, and I'll zoom this down, and we can go
All
right
right.
in.
You know what? I'm going right into your thing. Go ahead. Today's show is sponsored by MAM Records. Come enjoy a private concert pre-birthday party for Jay McGraw with special surprise guests on the lineup. Saturday, April 13th, 2019 from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Gentleman 10 at 2135 Edmondson Avenue. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. J-McGraw Private Concert. You do not want to miss this event. Peace, family. Happy Monday. Welcome to Let's Talk with Kesha. What is going on today? Unfortunately, Tay is feeling a little under the weather, so I'm flying solo. You can listen to me on the app. You can jump into Facebook Live. We're just going to get it started. I want to give a shout out to everyone who's out there on North Avenue from Hilton to Milton. Hands across Baltimore. Val Jenkins, special shout out to you and everyone out there with you standing for peace and solidarity. My heart is with you guys. If you're out there, give me a call. Let me know what's going on out on North Avenue. 240-324-9069. I hope you guys had a really good day today. We have a great show for you. We're going to get started. Are you ready? I'm waiting for the hand claps. I was waiting for the hand claps. There we go. Thank you, Jay McGraw. My special in-studio guest today is going to be Miss Raven Paris. And if you don't know her, you better recognize. I'm going to bring Raven out in just a moment. What we're going to do is take a very quick break. And when we come back, we're going to come back and have a conversation with Raven. Stay tuned. Thanks, babe.
I got you.
Raven.
I told you. I have you.
I know. I
Here, it ain't got to move. I go get
You
it.
go get
Where you want to sit?
right there in the end.
Who's
I don't know. Actually, let's sit right here so I can get her on camera too.
Thank you.
For the woman.
Listen, for the professional. Look at her. Without sounding condescending, because I don't mean to be.
Good.
Thank you. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you. You know, I remember some of the conversations that we had, and it was always there. It was always in you. It just needed to come out. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh, let me
sorry I was
put you.
little. Younger.
You know, I was thinking about that. I said, not that you're a young woman, because now you are a woman. You know, you're a grown woman, you know. I love you too, Mommy. My mom just tuned in. Oops. That was me. I'm not a camera person. I guess I'm just going to have to hold it. That's Raven Ma.
Hey.
Quick second, I gotta get my phone for a second.
Okay. If you're listening in on the app, we're in commercial right now, so that's why we're doing the Facebook Live. Tay was sick today. Feel better, Tay. Hey, Antoine. Mr. Grant. Say hi to Mom.
Mama! Mama! Can I get some of my mama biscuits, please?
With biscuits or the chicken? I thought it was the chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. The lovely host brought me some water. I told her I'm cool. Then I realized I can't quit. Baltimore flavor, I quit.
I wonder how that's going to work out.
Antoine would replace me by Tuesday night.
And he be calling you right back.
Hey. Going live. What's the info? They can download.
Oh,
You go
Live
to the
360. Oh, you go
It's
to the
easier
website?
to go
Okay.
to the website.
Hey boo.
Worldwide Flavor Network.
Worldwide
Flavor. VA.
Flavor Network.
Yeah.
.com.
Yep. Yeah, it's easier to go that way. You just click and boom.
I have to get a fan.
You need a personal fan.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. Yep, happy Monday.
She got to think about it.
Yeah, all this for real. This Nipsey Hustle stuff had me like,
Oh my
I haven't been
gosh.
feeling like the best today.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
I'm coming along.
I think I might.
Just been staying busy.
Not today, but I think I
running
might need to
errands
talk
and
about
stuff.
that. It's
Not
too
really
many.
think about all
Too much.
this.
Mhm.
18 seconds.
These deaths that are happening. I don't really like deaths too much. Don't be coming on my live trying to promote.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Okay?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to start with my guest, the beautiful, the talented Raven Paris. What's
Hi.
up, Raven?
Thanks for having me come in.
Oh man, thank you for coming. I truly appreciate you. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
I feel like all this Nipsey Hustle stuff though kind of like had me in a funk.
Absolutely.
It's just so random, especially like to know like we had met him. He came for a Detail Art event last year, like I want to say closer towards the end of the year. So it's just like seeing all the good that he was doing in the communities and all the awareness he was trying to spread in the communities, and then to see this like happen to him, and he had like Lauren London, and he had his kids. It's just like heavy. Like it's been on me heavy.
You know, when I first read the news, I, of course, like most people, ran to Google. I need to make sure that this is accurate. And when I saw it was accurate, the immediate thought was Lauren. And of course, it should be his children first, but my immediate thought was Lauren. And then so many others in our cities across the country that have to deal with this loss, this type of loss. And I mean, it's hard, of course, because he's Nipsey Hussle, but it happens every day. It may not be Nipsey, it might be little Ray Ray or whomever it is. You know, it's just a very difficult
It's a lot of
thing.
deaths that happen here, especially in Baltimore.
Yeah.
The Murder Inc. page is definitely depressing.
I try not to look at it too much.
Yeah.
I try not to look at it too much. I do follow the page, but it can be very, very depressing. My condolences to you. I mean, you know, we're all feeling that loss.
Yeah, all of us feeling very heavy. But besides that, though, I'm blessed. We are still here, you know, to pursue passion. So,
what is your passion?
what is my passion?
Yeah.
My passion is using my voice to lead, to be an example for other women and other people who want to perhaps be in the entertainment industry, that perhaps want to do radio, that perhaps want to just be a host, or my passion just helping people. You know, me helping others, especially our youth, definitely makes me feel so good, which is why I started doing the radio workshops inside the schools, because I want to birth the next generation of radio personalities. Like, so my passion is being that example that I needed, that I didn't have. You know?
Tell me about the workshops in the schools.
Oh, it's so cool. So I go into the schools, and shout out to all my teacher friends who set this up, because I don't actually set this up with the schools. But I go in the schools, in the classrooms, and I turn that classrooms into like my production studio.
Wow.
And I make the kids go into like different groups, and I give them the guidelines of radio, and have them set up their names, and I talk to them about passion, purpose, and perseverance, and I use my story, and then I basically share my passion with them and allow them to create their own radio shows. I create our headlines, and they choose which story they want to talk about, and I put them in like different groups of like 4 or 5, depending on how big the classroom is, and I make them all present. I give them about 15 minutes to get everything together. Who's gonna be mic 1, mic 2? Who's gonna be the producer? And
That is
yeah,
so dope.
they do it.
That is so dope. And what age demographic are we talking about?
It honestly, I done did high school, middle school, and I go to an elementary school too. So it's, I don't have no picks, as long as you're able to read, because a lot of it is like critical thinking skills, because you have to be able to read the headlines to know exactly, you know, what you're talking about. Use the right verbiage, such as allegedly. You know, when you want to. You
don't want to say somebody did it. Exactly.
So as long as they're able to read, they're able to tap into it. So it's no like age, like.
No, the demographics. Yeah. Okay. So with this workshop, is it something that you think you'll turn into another piece, like maybe a community workshop, or you looking to stay within the schools?
Honestly, I think my focus now is just staying on the schools, because growing up, like I said, I always knew I wanted to do entertainment, but that's not really something they teach you how to do. You only know about doctors, you only know about teachers, nurses, the basics. And when I wanted to go to school for communications, my mom's like, no, you're not going to school for that, because the field is competitive. What are you going to do once you graduate? So they don't really teach you how to do this. I had to figure out how to do it. So I feel like now it's my duty to now go into the schools and be that example to show that you can do it, because I didn't go to school for this, but look where I'm at now. And I'm going to give you the guidelines. And if you feel as though, if you test it out and feel like, oh, I like this, you know what I'm saying? Just the thought of it, you're going to continue to want to practice. You're going to continue to want to learn how to do it. You're going to continue to now want to create your own platform. So the youth is my focus, because that's our next generation.
That's right. You know? That's right. I remember when Antoine invited me up, and I sat. Then I spoke. Then I was like, this is it.
Right?
This is it. This is what I want to do.
How it is. And that's what one of the students said when I went to Patterson High. She was like, I think for my first time doing this, like, I did good. If I keep doing it, I get better. I'm like, exactly. That's the idea. Yeah. Once you feel yourself doing it, and then you start picturing yourself in that position, and then you start making it your reality.
That visualization is so important. Real. It's so important. And for those of you listening, you have to visualize where you want to be, and gear yourself to that, and you will definitely get there. There is no limitation. The only thing that can stop you is yourself. Period. That's it. Period. Especially in this day and age, because if you don't get on a radio station and you're not syndicated, you can get on YouTube. You can get on Facebook.
You can
so
create
your
own
mediums.
Platforms.
Yeah.
Like, it's all just starting it. Like, that's how I started. I started my own internet radio show. So it's like, but you gotta have a vision for it, though. You can't just start a radio show because you see other people doing it and you're like, oh, it looks fun. Yeah, it's fun, but are you trying to just do this as a hobby, or are you really trying to make this into something?
Right.
Because if you really want to make it into something, then you have to plan out the right ways to do it. You have to market it the right way, and then you have to have the vision to actually like manifest. So whether this big company back me or not, I'm still gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have that mindset.
That is awesome advice. I really appreciate that. I wanted to ask you, how did you end up on radio, being as though your educational background is different than?
My background, I went to school for social work. So it's like a lot of people like, you go to school for that? Like, nah, I did not go to school for this. But I feel like it did help me though, because by me going to school for social work, it helped me learn about myself. And on top of that, it helped me learn about other people. Because, you know, you have to be able to meet people halfway when you're interviewing them, because they can have certain trigger points that you don't know about. They can have whole different lifestyle, background that you may offend them if you ask them a certain question. So it just helped me get to know people. So I think it was definitely a part of the journey. But I started an internet radio show. I started at WPB. Shout out to Frank, shout out to April, and shout out to Joy, because that's who I actually had met up with, and I told her my idea, and she was like, you're going to be a star. Like, and this is now my 4th year. I started 2015. So, so I told her what I wanted to do, and the first day I launched the show, but before I launched it, I had like a photo shoot. I got flyers printed, of course, my IG stuff going, and business cards, and I just had everyone post it, and my first day I premiered, I had over 150 people tune in my first night.
See that?
The
See
first
that?
night.
Yes, yes.
So then from there, it just was like go time, because I feel like growing up, it's like I always wanted to call 92Q. I always wanted to talk to the artists and the guests that they had in the studio, and their phone lines was always
Too busy.
Always
Yes.
busy. So it's just like we now had the Tatoes. But this like all the like new artists were just coming out, like Test Me, and we have like Takeo Bang, and we have like all these artists, and I knew all these people. Like I was cool with football players from the Ravens team. I just was cool with all these people, and I just was nothing but a student.
Right.
So now I have this platform, and I have all these friends that are popping. Why don't I use y'all on my network? You know what I'm saying? And the people who actually want to be able to talk to you, who don't have that access to all the time, they could do so on my platform. So that was the vision behind it, me starting it out. And that's how I started. I just kept going, and I made sure I recorded everything, and I really utilized social media. And from there, I felt like it was just word of mouth. People just started speaking. Then I just started having events, industry events, where I was bringing, like I did the first DMA, which stands for the DMV Media Alliance. And it was a platform that I created for videographers, photographers, different artists, PRs, journalists, literally everybody that was doing something. I bridged them together with the artist that was here. So I put all the resources in one building, and I had to form this alliance within the radio shows, because everyone, I feel like it was so people doing radio shows and stuff, but everyone was working separate.
Yep, exactly.
Separate. So I was able to bring us all together. And I remember the first time I did it, because I had Tony Austin. He was this when he first started doing like AMG, and then I had Paul Garnett, so he knew about the entertainment lawyer. And I had Fitty. She was like one of the main artists from Baltimore that actually had like made it out and started like working with industry people. So I had them come in as be like the speakers. And I remember Frank was like, Raven had people there that I didn't even think she can get access to, and I'm just like, you was sleeping on me, like, and it's just like, so I had the ability to bring everyone together. So the goal has always been to bridge the gaps, create an industry in Baltimore, because we didn't have that here. We have Atlanta got an industry,
Wow.
LA have an industry, New York have an industry, and we didn't have that here.
And have so much talent here.
Have
There's
so much
so
talent
much
here.
talent, not just microphone talent, all the way around.
All
Yeah, yeah.
different
Absolutely.
avenues of talent. So from there, then that started getting my brain going. You know what I'm saying? Because like, who is this girl that's doing this and making this happen? So then from there, it was just ongoing. I knew the goal was always bigger than just my internet radio show, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is always television. Like, period.
Say it again. Always
The goal has
television.
been television.
Yes.
But I had to start somewhere. So then from there, I was offered the opportunity to do DTLR radio. And then from DTLR radio, I was then offered the opportunity. Well, not offered, because I had to fill out my application, do everything for 92Q. But
Let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
Put a pin in that. Let's talk about TMZ.
okay,
How do we get TMZ?
but TMZ came after 92Q.
Yeah, I did. I know. I understand that.
Okay, so TMZ came about. I had to apply. So it's a
You
job.
mean you just didn't smile and get it?
It's a job.
Right.
Like everything that I've done, I always had to apply as if like a normal job. And so I applied for the position. And then from there, actually my friend Lauren works in the LA location, but
Okay.
she's from Delaware. So I was on LinkedIn. A lot of people don't use LinkedIn, but it works. And they tell you, yeah, LinkedIn is lit, you know? It's a lot of different networks that are on there, and they tell you what is hiring, and one of the positions they was hiring for the film producer. And you don't really know what that is until you actually get into it. But so Lauren was like, you know what that position is, right? And I'm just like, Yeah, but honestly, I don't even care. Like, it's TMZ. It's in New York. I knew I wanted to move back to New York. And she was like, all right. So she basically gave me their information for me to send my resume and stuff to them. And I sent them all the information. And then I got a call back maybe like a couple days later.
Days?
Yeah, it was days.
Wow.
All this happened, honestly, within like 2-3 weeks. I was back in New York. So, the lady emailed me back and she was like, hey, are you able to do a Skype interview on whatever day, let's say a Wednesday? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So my first interview was on a Wednesday. Then my second interview was that Friday. And then after that, the third part of the interview was for me to come to New York to meet the film producers, like the manager producers. So I'm like that. So within like the next week, no, I think the following week I had to work. It was Morgan Stay Homecoming. Woo woo. So I was like, I can't come next week, y'all. I got homecoming stuff. I got work. But the following week I can come up that Monday. So yeah, literally, I hosted the brunch that we had that Sunday. I hopped right on the bus to take me to New York that Monday. I had my interview, the third interview with TMZ. So I had to meet with 2 of our senior producers. Shout out to JP. Shout out to Jeremy, my guys. And then from there, I got a call back maybe, so it was another part after that, I think.
It's a long process.
Yeah, so I had to talk to them, like who my boss would be, which is Nasim. He's in LA location. So then, long story short, they all liked me. They asked when I could start, and I was moved in New York by my first day started October 31st. So I was in New York, and for one, I was the only female that was a film producer. For two, I was the only black person that was a film producer on the team. So I beat like a lot of like the obstacles, and it was an experience that I felt like I needed. It's 10-12 hour degree weather. You're out in New York, you're out in these streets, and you have to hustle. You have to be friends with literally everybody in the industry, starting from the hotel door people, starting from the legit fans, people who just wait outside for a celebrity to come outside. They know where they're going to be at. You have to make friends with literally everybody to know everything that's going on in New York so they can keep you in the loop so you can get your job done. And
you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I actually optioned out though. I made like my 6-month mark. It just due to like once you're in the industry and you know exactly what it is that you want to do, is you take the experience for what it is, but you know when it's time for you to also like leave to pursue to do what it is that's really in your heart to do.
And you can apply that in any aspect of your life. You have to know when to be able to walk away.
And you still have those connections. You still have the relationship. You still now are able to create a partnership, because now like I'm still not working with celebrities. So now I'm able to, I know the formula, whereas though I know how to ask certain questions. I know how to get you the content that you need. I can still work with you, but still I don't have to be contracted by you.
I love it.
You know?
I love it. I know that we have to let you go. You have other things that we need to do. But before I let you go, let's quickly talk about the retreat.
Okay.
Please, let's get with the retreat. I'm so excited. Come on.
Yes. So that's another thing that I started. I birthed my baby, the Women Unified Women's Brunch. So that was the baby that I birthed. And then I birthed the retreat with my sisters, Ciavra and Nelly. So what we do is we create a safe space for women. And in the safe space, it's a mansion that we rent out in Bowie, and we have different workshops, and we have all you can eat, all you can drink. Dinner's provided, brunch is provided. We have a sponsor bar. Shout out to Mixamina, my girl, Francesca, and Francesca, and
don't mess up the stuff.
Right, I don't want to mess up your name. That's my girl, and we just create this space where we're able to be ourselves, and we are able to speak about things. Internally, trauma that we've experienced, and whether it's sexually, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically due to insecurities. It's just whatever it is that we deal with as a woman. It's to show that you have sisters who are experiencing same things and you may not even know it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're going to lay it all out here on this table so you can start healing from it, and you'll have sisters and people here to support you. And on top of that, we have fun. You know what I'm saying? So at this one, we have a heal workshop that we'll be doing. We have the brunch panel that's going on. We also have bedroom exploration. Because my best friend, she have a sex store. So it's like, you got to be able to get in touch through all these different avenues being a woman. And I feel like we aren't able to so freely because we'll be looked at, we'll be judged. And so like, nah, it's none of that. This is our
sacred space. I love it. Yes.
To be ourselves, to be vulnerable. And that's on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to turn up. And we're going to have a good time. And I'm so excited for it. I feel like it's one thing for you to be able to talk about it, but it's another thing when other people who attend your event and get these experiences, when they're able to talk about it and give feedback and invite more people to come, that's when you know it's impactful. Mm-hmm. So this is now my 4th one. I did 3 last year. So that's how I knew something was going right. Because if you're able to really
three of the same event.
Of the same events, and each of them are more impactful and more different, and just they sell out, it's like it's working.
Are tickets still available now?
Yeah.
How can they get tickets?
Just went on sale last week. So you go on theravenparis.com/WUW Retreat, which stands for Women Unified Women Retreat. But yeah, go on there and it'll break down the flyer, the information, the purpose of it. And we're also now providing at this one different services. So while we're having the different workshops going on, you'll be able to step aside and get your facial done. You can step aside and get your massage done. You can step aside and get your hair done. You can step aside and get your nails done. You can step aside and like we have different services available, whereas though you can really pamper yourself. It's the Pamper Me edition. So
pamper me, grow with your sisters.
Grow with me.
Come on, this is
Love
wonderful.
Yes.
Paris, listen, I said it before we went on air, and I will say it now. I am so extremely proud of you. We've known each other for a little while, and you were my little baby.
I know,
you were my little baby. She done grown up. I am so proud of you, Paris. Tell everyone how they can reach you over social media.
You guys can go ahead.
I'm sorry, and your show, when your show airs.
Yeah, so you guys can reach me. I am Raven_Paris on IG, or you just follow my website. I'm theravenparis.com. On Twitter, I'm Raven_Paris_. And on 92Q, you can listen to me 9:50 p.m. on the Animal House, Monday through Friday. And also, you can listen to me 12 a.m. through 6 a.m. Monday through Friday at night. Well, in the morning. So if you up, even if you're not in your car, download the app, 92Q, and you can hear me.
You have an inspirational, what do you call it?
I be doing my motivation.
Your motivation.
I do my motivational messages in the morning. It's like the last message before you go to 6 a.m. And I see so many things. By me being a voice, I have to be able to speak on everything, So whether I personally am going through it, or whether I see a friend or a family member, or just see it happening in the world, it inspires me to want to talk about it. And I create my motivational messages every day. It's like challenges. I challenge myself every day. So I just put out the message, and hopefully that, that takes people throughout the day. And I see a lot of people be catching motivation. They start like, they record it and they post it. So it's just like they're good. And then on top of that, I just share it on my IG. Mm-hmm. So if you missed it on air, if you follow me on IG, you definitely get to catch that.
I want to just share this with you before I let you go. Yeah. I do what's called an inspirational moment. Normally we do it at the beginning of the show, but we had to change a few things for today. But my inspirational, and in my tag, it's always spread love, teach peace. Yes. And when I watched your moment today, I said, see how in line we were? I just love it. It was about spreading love. Yeah. And it's phenomenal. And I tell you, in your everyday life, in your everyday interaction, if you spread love, it teaches peace, and we can demolish the evil in the world.
Love trumps hate. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone hates you, hate, you're just, someone's gonna end up dying out of the equation, right? Mm-hmm. But if someone loves you over hate, it's just like, you can't really how? Like, she's so nice and she loves you and she has all these good things going and she's trying to motivate me and empower me. Like, how can I hate that? You know what I'm saying? Like, love trumps hate. Like, and if we just really tap into ourselves and really heal ourselves and become the best people that we can be, like, we won't have so much hate inside because we'll be comfortable in the space that we're in, where we're able to give off that love.
You exude love.
Thank you.
And I love you.
I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, Raven Paris, follow her. Be inspired by her. We'll be back shortly. Let's talk with Kesha. We'll be back.
Thank you. That was great.
It's great.
Hi, love. Sorry I'm not able to talk to y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed the message too.
Thank you so very much for listening. I'm not going to stay on. I know I didn't want to do this. Peace. Hi, everybody. Raven Paris, just my boo, boo, boo. But we have some business to take care of. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Peace.